Hello, this is 3 minutes of speaking English every day, and today is April 13th. Today, I want to bring to you a fun story about unicorn because I have read a paper from dictionary.com, an interesting paper from dictionary.com about unicorn, and it's a long article with many scientific historical words, and some religions. I hope you will forgive me for many mistakes I made in this video, because it's hard to describe a hard topic like this, because it's many words I don't even know until I read this article. So now I will ask you a question. What do Scotland, Silicon Valley, LGBTQ Pride, and Jesus Christ all have in common? Yes, it's unicorn. So we gonna find out why unicorns is the common in Scotland, Silicon Valley, LGBT, and Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go. At first, the word unicorn, were borrowed into English by early 1200s from French, and the unicorns comes from Latin. The word unicornis, that means having one corn. Yes, having one corn, and this word comes from Latin and French. So, but it has no evidence in English until the Middle Ages. The earliest known account for one-horned beast come in the 4th century BC from Caesar, a Greek physician and historian who traveled to Iran, and he wrote about an animal which can run fast and formidable creatures. So there is no evidence of unicorn in English until the Middle Ages. So I think the unicorn from ancient world is totally different now, because the many authors and researchers in the antiquity, they describe the unicorn just like an fierce beast, very active, and unicorn like is the animal. Let me read a paragraph for you. The authors in the ancient describe unicorn like this. During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, art portrayed the unicorn as the familiar white horse with a single horn, and legend had an elusive but fierce beast whose horn could purify water and could only be tamed by a virgin. So, the myth about unicorn described in the period of Renaissance and Middle Ages, they sometimes go with the image of a virgin and the purified water. So the myths they were mapped into the Christian stories and imaginary about the Passion of Jesus Christ and the Annunciation of the Virgin Mary, as well popular idea of the chivalry and courtly love, contributing to the unique symbol of the unique symbol is based on the story, and it stands for the chastity, and the purity. So from the Middle Ages, the unicorn start to have a meaning of the chastity and purity. So because the Middle Ages is also the period of time of the knight, who wear the heavy armor with sword and ride the horse. So many knights, many chivalry live in that time, live with the style of life, who always be gentle with the women and no chase in love. They serve for their love for their country, and no thinking about no selfish. Yes, it's the characteristics of a knight. So in that time, the unicorn start to well established in English and described in the art, also mapped into the time of the knight. So many knights in that time used the symbol of unicorn in their armorial, the piece of like a coin that put in their armor or on the flag. So many knights use that images of unicorn to show their chastity and purity, for love, for country, and these associations still surviving today in the royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom. You can find the image of a unicorn in that memorial of United Kingdom. On the memorial, you can see a lion on the left and a unicorn on the right. And so also we I want to go back to the time of the Jesus. In the ancient time, many some researchers like Caesar and Pliny, they describe the unicorn like a beast. Yes, the image from now is totally different, but in addition, unicorn also were mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible, but I don't know what exactly the image of the unicorn in that time, because it's not clearly in the Bible, but in the Bible also mentioned the unicorn. I think it's likely refers to a rhino, because rhino also have a one horn. And so we go into the Middle Ages and Renaissance, where the knight used the symbol of unicorn to show their chastity and purity in love and serving. So because the England and Scotland, is the land of knights, and because unicorn very popular in that time, and evenly they used in the royal coat of arms. So in Scotland they also make coins with the unicorn is on the coin, and they were first issued in the country in 1988, 15th century, far from now. And so the unicorn nowadays is the national symbol of Scotland, because of very far from now, very long time ago, Scotland was used the image of unicorn on the coin. Yes. And especially nowadays, I don't know why, but the unicorn always paired with the rainbow. Maybe I will do a research about this topic, the association between the unicorn and the rainbow. But the unicorn and the rainbow become popular together in 1980 in the pop culture. The 1980s in America and Europe. It's a time of pop culture, of dancing, I don't remember, but do you know the movie Ready Player One, that just saw in March or last year, I don't know, but that movie totally describe exactly the pop culture in 1980, and the that time unicorn become popular around the world with the image of a unicorn with the rainbow. And also in the 1990, the LGBT movement became more prominent, raising they raised with the flag, the rainbow flag. So the I think the LGBT community want to use the rainbow flag with unicorn to show the mystical, the magical of the gender, the difference between gender and some kind. I don't know, but actually, because the rainbow and the unicorn, they always bring to the children the feeling of funny, and they always feel a little bit majestic fantasy. So if the LGBTQ choose the rainbow, I think they mean we are awesome, yes, and majestic fantasies. But remember, the unicorn and rainbow and the LGBT raised at the same time in 1980. And this is my information about the article I read on dictionary.com, and that tells a long story from the Middle Ages until now. in 2019. It's a long journey of a unicorn. So I will post the link of the article in the description. Like click and read it. It's very interesting. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you next day tomorrow.